In this video, we're going to talk about a Pokemon history. Let's take a look at the phenomenon that is Pokemon. Where did it come from? What is a Pokestop? What is a Pokegym? And how is Pokemon evolving? Did you know that Pokemon is already in its 7th generation? Pokemon launched on February 27th, 1996. Yes, it's been around for over 20 years. This was the original screen for the original Pokemon on the handheld Game Boy system from Nintendo. It was black and white and a fairly simple role-playing game. Pokemon is a role-playing game where you are a trainer looking to catch them all. As you build up your collection of the cute, cuddly creatures, you train them to become stronger and build teams around strengths and weaknesses. What originally began as an elemental system evolved into something weirder and greater. Fire is weak to water, ground is weak to fire, water is weak to electric, poison is weak to psychic, etc. Here you can take a look at the ridiculous strengths and weaknesses of the different types of Pokemon that are available in their current setup. Now, in the current version of the Pokemon Go app, not all of these different types are available, but a majority of them are. Anything where you see a green plus is a strength. So water, which you can see third down on the left, is strong against fire. You can see that as second line to the right. Anything with a red minus is a weakness. Fire is weak to its own powers. Grass is also weak to fire, so is ice. Anywhere you see a black X, those types of Pokemon do 0 damage in any attack that is from their type. Now there are ways around this, but we're not really looking to get intricate and deep into how Pokemon work. So especially when it comes to the Pokemon Go game, a ghost type attack won't even work on a normal type Pokemon. Obviously I could talk about just this screen for quite some time, but if you take a look, you can see most of the strengths and weaknesses have a little bit of logic involved. You may love the electric type Pokemon, but a team full of them could be wiped out by a single water type Pokemon. Your team has to be made up of Pokemon of different types to capitalize on strengths and weaknesses of other teams. Most importantly, many Pokemon have 2 different types. Not only does that make you extra strong against the types of Pokemon they would be strong against, it also gives you extra weaknesses. Pokestops are a place to gather potions, buffs, and heal your team in the original game. They serve a similar purpose in the new Pokemon Go game, but we'll get to that in a bit. Pokegyms are where big battles take place between your trainer and the local gym leader and whatever supporting team they may have there. The goal is to defeat the leader and get a special badge that identifies your awesomeness. This is what a battle looked like in one of the Pokemon games. Your goal in the games is to beat the Pokemon leaders to get to an ultimate battle where you face 4 different leaders at once on some ridiculously out of the way mountain. Once you do that, you defeat the game, but they do have special things you can do once you do that to build up your team even further. In Pokemon Go, you still gather items you need at Pokestops and you still battle gym leaders. The physics of the battles in the Pokestops have changed a bit. So now, this is an augmented reality app on our phones where we use our cameras built into our smartphones to bring Pokemon into our world. Pokestops are different. They don't look the same like they did in the game. In the game, it would be a little building your little character would walk into, and they would stock up on whatever they needed, heal, and then go back out into the world to move further into the game. Now, Pokestops give you automatic drops of different items when you check into one, and gyms are even more different from the way they performed in the game. So now, when you're going into a battle, you'll see screens similar to this, and you will then fight. And fighting in Pokemon Go is also very different from how it is in the game. Over the last 20 years, there have been numerous sequels and nearly a dozen spin-off games capitalizing on the craze of Pokemon. Finally, we have the next evolution of Pokemon in the Pokemon Go game we have on our cell phones. Pokemon Go is ridiculously popular as it slowly rolls out across the world. It already has more active users than Tinder, and it's approaching the point where it has more engagement than Facebook. Now, this is a slightly old graphic. As of the time when I'm recording this video, this hadn't been released in Japan yet, where Pokemon are even bigger than they are in the United States. However, you can see that Pokemon Go in 2016 already has more active users than Candy Crush, which is pretty much the most popular game on mobile devices. This was taken 1 week after Pokemon Go launched, and it's only going to get bigger as time goes on. In the other videos, we'll talk about the business aspects and sides of Pokemon Go and how you can play the game and get a little bit more familiar with how it works. In this video, we're going to talk about 21 niches where you can make money using Pokemon Go, and I will give a brief overview of how that can be done on each slide. So the first one is restaurants, and we've seen it over and over again in the news, all over on the internet. Basically, these restaurants are doing some really smart things. The first thing they're doing is dropping lures. Dropping a lure attracts any Pokemon in the area and spawns fresh Pokemon that may not be normally popping up in that area in your location. So it draws the Pokemon in. So what do you think happens as a restaurant owner? Well, it draws in people that want to catch those Pokemon. With the way the app works, it will tell people where Pokemon are that are somewhat close to them. So you could have people that are 2-3 blocks, even a mile away, and the trainers are still notified that there are certain types of Pokemon that are close to their location. So it will draw them to you. A restaurant is looking for local business, and that's what this kind of customer is. So the next step that many restaurants are doing are rewarding Pokemon trainers for either catching Pokemon in their area or owning a local gym. They will reward that team with a special discount. And any of those things work really well. Another thing that you can do is host a party or something similar, or a contest. Those kinds of things will work really well for restaurants. The next couple of businesses all are exactly the same. Lures, contests, and discounts for trainers are the things that these businesses can use. Coffee shops are another example, exactly the same as restaurants. Bars, now catering to a different clientele, obviously. Bars also should follow the exact same process. Drop a lure, give a discount, run a contest, or hold a party. Local businesses. So there are other local businesses that can fall into this sort of thing. I've seen thrift shops hold special discounts for certain level Pokemon trainers. I've seen pet shelters kill it and have all their pets adopted and be completely empty. One of them charged a $5 fee to take a dog for a walk to go with you when you're catching Pokemon. And these are just simple ideas that can be applied. Drivers. Now, this is a little bit unique. You don't want to do the same things that a restaurant owner would do. What drivers are doing are offering specialized Pokemon chasing rides, where they will drive a trainer or a group of trainers around for an hour and take them to notable locations in their area, whatever Pokestops there are and whatever gyms. So in doing that, they charge X amount of dollars and take these people around to catch Pokemon safely while not driving their own car. And it's absolutely brilliant. The only thing you need to do if you are in this situation is make sure that people know you're doing this. You can do that by posting on local newspaper websites, Craigslist, Kijiji, any other classified ad website that serves your area. Mobile sales. Now, I'm going to talk about this much deeper in a later video, but mobile sales are another thing that you can do. So if you have a Pokestop on your street, it would make perfect sense to set up a little location selling lemonade, bags of chips, things along those lines to the Pokemon trainers that come by. You have a captive audience. It's the same kind of idea of picking a good location for a store, except you're completely mobile. So if no one's coming to a Pokestop in your area, you can go to one a little further. You want to be mobile and able to move. Another idea with this is to build your business into a vehicle. If you can build it into something like a food truck, you'll kill it. Go from one Pokestop to another based upon how busy they are at different times of day. And you can have a full business just selling to Pokemon trainers. All you need is the app to know where the trainers are going to be, and then test it out. See which ones perform best at which times, and build your schedule around that. Collectibles. So Pokemon was originally a card game. Once it became a video game, that changed things a bit, and then now we have the Pokemon Go augmented reality game. There are collectibles in Pokemon that are worth upwards of thousands upon thousands of dollars. Now, with Pokemon being a huge craze, certain things are going to be more attractive than others, but what I would recommend is taking a look at what is selling for huge amounts of money, and then check things like local garage sales, local reseller stores, or Goodwill. Take a look and see what kind of Pokemon stuff you can find and grab as much as you can. T-shirt sellers. Now, I'm going to say this over and over again as we go through these videos, but you've got to be very conscious of trademarks. If you put a big Pikachu on a t-shirt and Nintendo catches it, I promise you they're going to hit you with a cease and desist. So one of the things I believe aren't trademarked, again, I'm not a lawyer, so following my advice on legal stuff would be unwise, but a lot of the team names and team logos don't appear to be trademarked, just based upon what I saw looking at the t-shirts and badges and keychains and things like that that are being sold on the internet. So that's a really smart thing that you can put on a t-shirt. Say something different or interesting about your shirt or about the team or whatever, and get it out there. One thing I would recommend is taking a look at websites that already sell this kind of stuff and find ideas in other markets that you can apply towards Pokemon. So look at nurse t-shirts and see what's being said there, and see what you can find that would be applicable to Pokemon people. And then target them with ads on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Done for you stuff. And again, we're going to talk about this in detail a little bit later, but anything you can do for a Pokemon trainer that makes their life easier is going to be attractive to them. So an example that I'm going to mention later is to take their phone, put it on a turntable, and hatch their eggs for them. Eggs, especially the 10-kilometer eggs, give highly rare Pokemon and valuable ones at high levels. So the best thing you could do is hatch these things, but they expect trainers to walk 10 miles or 10 kilometers to hatch their egg. So a shortcut, or basically a cheat, is to have either a Roomba, which is a vacuum that rolls around on the floor and cleans things for you, or a turntable that is used to play records. And put the phone on that and have it run at a fairly low speed, and it will walk, I'm just using quotations here, it will walk for you and hatch the egg. Any of these things, selling accounts, level up a trainer to level 20 or 25 with a bunch of good Pokemon, and you can sell that for hundreds of dollars on eBay. SEO services. So if you're doing SEO for local businesses, telling them the exact same things I told you for restaurants and local businesses would be viable. This is kind of an extension on done for you service. Help them get set up with Pokemon related sales strategies, things that they can do using Pokemon to reach that audience and get more business, because that's really what search engine optimization is about, is getting more business. Social media managers, especially if you're local to the businesses or catering to businesses in your area, people don't know what to post to social media to drive leads and drive sales. So as a social media manager, you could offer a Pokemon specific service where you would go to their area once a day, take photos of whatever Pokemon are around the area, and upload it on their behalf to their Facebook fan page, their Twitter account, etc. If you're capable of doing that, it's worth a few $100s a month to a local business. Ad managers. So another thing that can be done, considering how targeted Facebook ads have become, you can have someone upload a photo of Pokemon and target Pokemon interested trainers, people that have the app on their phone already, using Facebook. And doing that with a picture of the Pokemon that's in your area, that will drive people to you. All you need to do is make sure you drop drop a lure every 30 minutes or so. If you do that, the people that see your ad will come to your location and hopefully buy the products you have for sale. Blogging about Pokemon is becoming very popular very quickly, and it's going to be difficult to break through the noise and say something that hasn't been said 100 times before. So if you're going to blog about Pokemon, pick a specific angle and stick to it. So talk about how to play Pokemon Go for 10-year-olds or how to play Pokemon Go for 50-year-olds. Those are things that will pick a specific audience and speak their language and target them specifically. You can monetize through AdSense or Amazon affiliate products. Content writers are going to be absolutely killing it if they do something called private label rights. If you sell private label rights to your content and know Pokemon, you can make a killing selling packages of 10 to 20 Pokemon articles to people that are interested in the topic. Anyone that writes content, if you know Pokemon, it would be silly not to sell it. YouTube. So the trick with this is that Pokemon Go is on your phone, so it's going to be really difficult for you to record yourself while you're out there wandering around. The trick is that you need a second phone or some type of camera or something similar that can show what is going on your phone and what is going on around you. If you can do that and upload your adventures to YouTube, you can use AdSense to monetize your videos and build a following there where you can promote products and programs related to Pokemon. Info products. In fact, you're watching one. So putting together a training program on Pokemon would work, obviously. So there's really no long, complex process here. Teach people how to do something cool in the game and then sell it. You can use JVZoo, ClickBank. There are dozens of affiliate networks out there on the web. Get your content onto them and take advantage of how hot Pokemon are right now. App creators. Now, if you can do something like build into an API for Pokemon Go, the company that created this app is called Niantic, Niantic. Go to their website, take a look, and see if there's anything you can do to provide extra added help to Pokemon Go players. If you can do that and do it inside an app, people will pay you for it, depending on how much value and how much help you provide to trainers. So take a look at what is out there already and create something that helps trainers get more done faster. Hackers. I hate to say it, but there are already cheating software tools out there that help you get unlimited items in the game and other stuff. Just Google search Pokemon Go hacking software, Pokemon Go cheating software, and you'll find what I'm talking about. So if you're a hacker and you can figure out ways to get people free stuff in the game, you can absolutely sell that. eBay. So we talked about collectibles before. Selling stuff on eBay related to Pokemon is super easy. Just go to eBay and look at what's already there. If you have any of the things that are selling, put them up and sell them. Etsy is similar to eBay, but the difference is anything that sells there is supposed to be handmade. So if you can 3D print or create badges or buttons or stickers or shirts or any type of wearable, you can use Etsy to sell. And there are thousands of Pokemon Go products up on Etsy already. So take a look at what's there. And if you can create something better than what's already there, it would make sense for you to get on Etsy and do that. Amazon's a little bit different. You in the best circumstances, would want them to be able to ship your products to their customers. It's called Fulfilled by Amazon, and there are full-blown $5,000 training programs on how to do that. But the short version is you need to have bulk items that you can sell on Amazon. So you need hundreds of them, or at least 50, let's say, of every different Pokemon related product you've got. You have to follow a fairly long drawn out process, which you can figure out by searching Google, and then get your products up on Amazon and selling, and they will just simply send you checks. So again, the downside of this is you have to have a fair amount of your product to send to Amazon so they can send it with 2-day free shipping to their Prime members. If you can do that, you will do well on Amazon as long as your product is quality and wanted. In this video, we're going to talk about cashing in on Pokemon Go. When something goes as crazy as this game has, there is a ton of money to be made by those smart enough to get in front of it. Here are a few ways to get in front of it. Done for you services. People are lazy. Those lazy people will be happy to pay you to do the stuff they don't want to do themselves. If you're willing to put in the time, you can get paid handsomely for doing the work. Build up accounts and sell them. First, step 1, set up a new Gmail account. You'll need to do this because you're going to have to give that to someone when they buy. Create a new Pokemon Go account, play the game and level up your character while collecting as many Pokemon as you can. Step 4, sell the account once you reach level 20 or higher by providing your buyer with the Gmail account. All you have to do is give them the email, the password, and don't log into it ever again. Hopefully they're smart enough to change the password on their own, but that's on them, not on you. Simply rinse and repeat, and you can sell accounts over and over and over again. They're going from anywhere from a few $100s to $1,000 or more if you can catch rare enough Pokemon. Hatch eggs for people. Publicize your services at local gyms, Pokestops, Craigslist, or anywhere else you can. Have people give you their phone. Place their phone on a slow-turning record turntable, and alternatives to use a Roomba, which is a completely self-aware vacuum. So set the Roomba to go, or set the record turntable to spin with the phone on top of it. You will, over time, hatch people's eggs for them. Give back the phone and get paid for the work that you did. Be a Pokemon driver. Sign up to drive for Uber or Lyft. You'll need a decent vehicle to be able to do this. They don't want 1963 VW bugs that are sputtering from one location or another to be driving for them. You'll need a fairly recent car. Plan a 1-hour trip that reaches 3 or 4 Pokestops and local gyms. Publicize your services on Craigslist and at local Pokestops and gyms, and then get paid for doing what you've done. So let's move on for the done for you stuff to selling Pokemon stuff. Step 1, create designs based upon Pokemon teams, gear, and the Pokemon. And as promised in a previous video, avoid trademark terms and graphics. Apply the designs to mugs, badges, t-shirts, stickers, posters, keychains, etc. Can be done using a service like GearBubble, Cafe Press, and others. Publicize your products at local events using Facebook ads or by paying for access to those that have the attention of Pokemon Go players. Step 4, profit. Content production. Record on video or as text any tricks you learn while playing the game. Post your content on a blog, on YouTube, and social media. You'll want to tie all of these things together using a service like Hootsuite to make it easier and more organized. Last step, use advertising to monetize your content. Attract Pokemon trainers. Now, for this to work, you want to download the app onto your phone. Use real money to purchase Pokemon coins. Use those coins to buy Pokemon lures and incense. Drop lures every 30 to 60 minutes. Offer special discounts and prizes to Pokemon trainers. And another option is to have a charging station so trainers can charge their phones while they're buying whatever you've got for sale. Step 7, sell more of your stuff. Want to transform your nearest Pokestop into a cash machine? All you have to do is become a concierge and watch sales roll in. What do Pokemon trainers need? To charge their phones. Get some Mophie batteries and charge trainers to use them to charge their phones. You'll need to invest a bit to get multiple batteries. Each one can charge 2 or 3 phones depending on the size you buy, and you'll need a few of them. Don't forget that you'll need to keep your batteries powered up to be able to let people charge their phones, so you'll want to recharge them every night while you sleep so they're available the next day. What do Pokemon trainers need? To drink water. Wandering around outside without the comforts of home can leave a trainer thirsty. Grab bottles of water in bulk at your local grocery store, BJ's, Sam's Club, Costco. Get a cooler and fill it with ice and water bottles. Pokemon trainers need to eat. Get snacks like granola bars, small bags of chips, pretzels, or candy bars. Make sure you have somewhere shaded to keep them fresh and sell them to trainers when they visit your Pokestop. Pokemon trainers need to go home. They aren't going to be able to wander around the neighborhood all day and night. They might just have eggs that need to be hatched. Get a used Roomba or a turntable and offer to incubate their eggs for them. You won't have to walk a single step and the eggs will hatch quickly. What do Pokemon trainers need? They need gear. Grab some collectible items with team logos from Etsy or eBay and resell them to traveling trainers. With this one, you want to always contact the creator of a product, because if you're buying a large amount of their items, they may be willing to offer you a discount. Don't forget that sites like Etsy or eBay charge for the ability to sell on their website. So if you contact someone directly, you might be able to get a bulk discount and pay them directly to get the products that you want to resell. Be reasonable and you'll create happy customers that will return. $2 for a bottle of water is fair, but $5 is ridiculous. You can charge convenience prices, but don't charge too much or your customers won't return and buy what you have for sale. Relationships with Pokemon trainers. If you intend on taking advantage of the Pokemon craze, you're going to need to understand a bit about Pokemon Go. After all, the easiest way to interact with someone is to have common ground, and understanding a bit about Pokemon is a great way to start. Below are all the different types of Pokemon: Bug, Dark, Fire, Flying, Ghost, Grass, Dragon, Electric, Fighting, Ground, Ice, Normal, Poison, Psychic, Rock, Steel, Water, and Fairy. The thing to know about this is not only does every Pokemon have a type, most of them have 2. Each type comes with different strengths and different weaknesses. Fire is strong against ice and grass. Dark is strong against a couple of the others. Electric is strong against water. A lot of it is common sense. However, coming up, I'll show you exactly who's strong against what and who's weak against what, so you can see it for yourself. We talked about strengths and weaknesses in the history video, but here they are again below. You can see the green circle is strong, the purple square is normal, the triangle is weak, and the X means that they can't even hit the other character. Now understand going in that this is based upon the type of attack, not just the type of Pokemon. So if a fighting Pokemon has a normal attack, it should be able to attack a ghost type Pokemon. If it's using a fighting type move, it will not work. Well, and actually, as I'm looking at it, normal won't work either. However, if the fighting Pokemon also has a fire attack, that should work. It's one of the reasons that you need to think about how you use the Pokemon that you have on your team. Certain Pokemon are far more common than others. You'll find that trainers freak out over the ones that aren't as easy to find. That's one of the main reasons you want to use lures in a local place of business to attract the Pokemon, which will then attract the trainers. I'll show you a graphic of Pokemon in order of rarity in a moment. You can take a look and see just by their pictures. I'm not going to go through their names and bore you to death, but you can see the common, uncommon, rare. I would recommend saving this graphic for yourself, because if you get a very rare or an epic Pokemon, that's something worth posting on something like a Facebook page to let people know. Snorlax, who is in the middle of the mythical column, is super, super rare. So you would want to be very loud about having that. Tauros, which is the North American region exclusive Pokemon. If you have one near you, again, that's pretty rare. So you want to make sure that it's publicized as much as possible. Once you have a basic idea of what Pokemon are, it would be good to familiarize yourself with how the game works. The goal is to catch as many Pokemon as possible, which will increase your level as a trainer. By increasing the power of the Pokemon, a trainer gains the ability to do more in the game. The higher the level of the trainer, the more rare and the stronger Pokemon that trainer will catch. To power up a Pokemon, a trainer wants to catch additional Pokemon of the same type. When that happens, the trainer will send it to the professor and will receive a special candy unique to that Pokemon. Candy and Stardust are required to make Pokemon stronger and level them up, which in turn levels up the trainer. Stardust is something you get in mass amounts when catching Pokemon. The combo of Stardust and Candy are used to not only level up Pokemon, but they can also be used to get a Pokemon to evolve. Pokemon evolve into more powerful variations of what they were when they started. They also happen to look much cooler. Once a trainer hits level 5, they can begin attempting to take over gyms. To take over a gym, the current resident Pokemon will have to be defeated in battle by a Pokemon the trainer has. This is done by swiping to dodge and time the right attacks at the right times. If the trainer wins the battle against the resident Pokemon, it will become the leader and can leave one of his own Pokemon to defend the gym in the trainer's absence. As long as he owns the gym, he gets items anytime he visits. These items are only for the owning trainer, which is why there is fierce competition between trainers over who owns a gym. When building relationships with anyone, it helps to have common interests. Even if you have zero interest in how this game works, the basics we've covered here will help you understand the language the players speak. Now you'll be able to discuss how many awesome Pokemon they caught today. So I thought it would be cool to take a departure from the slideshows and show you some actual internet stuff. And what we're talking about in this video is how to make local money from Pokemon Go. So the first thing I want to start with is learning about the game. I've taught you a few things, but you'll want to learn more. And what I'm showing you is the location I recommend going to learn. It's ign.com/wikis/Pokemon-Go. If you do a search for IGN Pokemon Go, you will find this. And it's really detailed. Goes into every little tiny intricacy, everything you could really need to know about the game itself. It will not teach you anything about how to make money with it. However, it will teach you everything you could possibly want to know about the app and game itself. So I recommend this because it's something called a wiki. Wikis are editable by any registered user. That means that it's always going to be up to date. People will update it when they figure out new stuff. So we talked about being a Pokemon concierge, and that's a local business you can set up going to different Pokestops and Pokegyms in your area. And I recommend having a membership at a wholesale club. It does not have to be BJ's. It can be Sam's or Costco. Either of them is fine. But this is going to be the least expensive place for you to buy the things that you want to resell to other people. Candy, chips, water, other drinks, they're going to have it much less than you would find at your local Walmart, grocery store, or Publix, or whatever your local grocery store is called. When you buy in bulk and then you resell, you can make more money because you're paying less for the product itself. So a couple of the things that I recommended you get, one would be a portable cell phone charger. And I just did a search on Amazon, and I'm going to talk to you about the things that I found. I thought this thing was really slick. It is sponsored, meaning someone's paying for it, but for $20, you can get a solar-powered cell phone charger. I thought that was really cool. However, the one that I would recommend is this one. Easy ACC Monster 20,000 mAh power bank. That's a large amount of power. This should last you a majority of the day. And you can see that there are 4 USB ports. So you can let 4 different people plug in their phones at once. And then, of course, you charge them for the ability to do that. That's not something they're going to be able to get just anywhere. And you'll know that it was $33 with free shipping if you're an Amazon Prime member. They will not. So I recommend something like this. However, an alternative is a full portable power source with USB. This $300 beast should do you well. It should last you at least a full day of multiple charges for multiple people, and then you can charge it up overnight. The reason I recommend this is because you can also do some of the other things we had discussed. This is a portable turntable. So you can plug this into this power source and be ready to rock, where you can set people's phones on the turntable while it spins around, and you can hatch people's eggs for them. Charge $5 to $10 per egg, and you'll be rolling in bank pretty darn quickly. Now, we're going to be talking about this one more in detail coming up. However, this is meetup.com, and I'm logging in, and I'm going to type in Pokemon Go and see what comes up. I have not done any research before this. So Cape Coral Pokemon Meetup, Two Drop Game Shop Meetup. So there are gamers in my area, and I'm in a fairly small suburb of Fort Myers, Florida. Fairly small is 50,000 people, but still. In your area, there are Pokemon Go meetups already, and if there aren't, build one. Put one together, get a group together, and monetize it. So monetizing it will be something like this stuff. Putting together some concierge service to go with your meetup group, Pokemon gathering expedition, or whatever you want to call it. So use meetup.com to pull together groups of local people that are interested in the kind of stuff you want to do. Another location to do that is Craigslist. This is one way to attract additional attention in addition to a meetup group. And if there is any local thing that people would be used to, so for instance, a local newspaper. For my area, there really isn't even one there. But in Whitewater, Wisconsin, where I grew up, we had a local newspaper called the Whitewater Register. That would be somewhere to spend $3 to $5 and post a classified ad. Just make sure that it also goes on their website, because people now will use both. So there are some things you can do to make some local cash and get out there and meet other Pokemon trainers and sell them stuff. You decide to make money off of the Pokemon Go craze. If it's not local, it's going to be online, right? So I figured we should talk about some of your options. So one of your options is a blog, and this blog was put up in the last 2 days. You can see that the first post, well, last week, July 20th, about, let's see, today is the 24th. So it hasn't been up all that long. It might have sat for a day or two before they posted, but they're posting at least 2 or 3 times a day, as many things as they can about Pokemon. And their primary and only monetization that I've seen, mind you, I haven't dug through the website, is this right here. This is a Google AdSense ad. If you don't have an AdSense account, it is probably the easiest way to make money on the internet. Is you just do cool things, attract your traffic, and when that happens, people will click on the ads. But let's check out the Pokédex shop and see what happens. So it's PokemonGoGlobal.com, and here's the other way they're making money. They have t-shirts with Pokemon stuff. I'm assuming these are generally Amazon affiliate products, because there's no way that they built something like this in such a small time frame. So that is an alternative way to make money. So if you're looking about where these things are coming from, where they're going to, okay, this is another ad format. So if you want to see where the ad comes from, generally you can see from the link that will show up in the bottom of your browser. If you look at the bottom of mine, you can see how life works. In this circumstance, that's not the case. This is not going to show you what they're using for advertising. The tracking is at the end of the link. And if you look at the end of the link, you can see just a ridiculous setup. So it's going to be very difficult to track. So if we add this to cart, this actually appears to be an internal shopping cart. This is done by content.add. So there's another option for monetization for you. However, when I clicked on, or when I hovered over this, you could see it's at doubleclick.net. When I put doubleclick.net into my browser, it brought up this website, which is an AdWords company. So again, it's Google AdSense. I knew that, but wanted to show you my how my idea works. You can see DoubleClick by Google. It was a company that Google bought. So putting up blog content is a great way to attract people and attract attention. So another way is to set up a Pokemon forum. Now, understand that there are going to be at least a few dozen people trying to do the exact same thing. This website is monetized strictly through Google AdSense, and it uses a simple forum script with a simple theme. Generally, most forums are run on a software called vBulletin. It's not cheap, but it does work. It's a very nice software. I've used it in the past and been very happy with it. And it allows you to monetize with things like Google AdSense. So if we look around, let's go into general discussion and see if there are any other monetization options that come out screaming at us. Okay, so this is officially the worst hosting on the internet. Gotta love internet speak. People forget how to spell. Okay, so the only monetization I see is one single AdSense ad. So two. Not the best advertising I've seen, but it's something. They're probably making a few dollars a day. So now, we had talked about content creation for the purpose of selling, and one of the places you can do something like that is the Warrior Special Offer Forum, if you are a member of the Warrior Forum. If you're interested in internet marketing, I would recommend ignoring most of the things you read and hear here. But 10 years ago, this was where I got started, which led to me selling in the Warrior Special Offer Forum and then becoming famous in my own right as time went on. So if you have content that you can create quickly, whether it's video or written, you can sell it in the Warrior Special Offer Forum. You would use an affiliate network called Warrior Plus, or there's another one called JVZoo. My choice between the two is JVZoo. They just seem to have better features, but to each their own. So if you like doing video content, you want to use YouTube. It's the boss. It is the big website when it comes to video. But you need to get a couple of videos up and apply for YouTube's partner program. Because what you want are these. The ads that show up in the front of your videos, they will make you money. Potentially, depending on how much traffic you're getting, it could be hundreds of dollars in a very short period of time. Considering how hot Pokemon Go is right now, if you choose the right keyword terms to target and create good stuff, the odds of it going viral are very high. We're going to talk more about viral marketing later, but this is the #1 video that isn't by Nintendo. And you can see 1.6 million views. So this video is doing very well for its owner. Who knows how much money they've made, but I can promise you it's probably a very solid paycheck. So now let's talk about getting ideas. Understanding what you're going to sell is important, but going out there and actually selling it is more important. So to get the ideas to guide you towards being able to sell stuff, websites like this are going to help you. Now, these 10 Pokemon Go buttons for $5, they're probably not going to be anything to write home about. However, they cost them maybe 2 to 3 cents, so they're making a profit. And then you can turn and sell them for $2 each and make some money on your own, or $1 each and double your money. It's completely up to you. Look through Fiverr, Fiverr.com,
and see what you can find. You might be able to find some things that you could resell. Etsy.com will probably be a far better source for ideas for you. For instance, I didn't even consider bags and purses when I was creating the slides for you and doing my research so I could show you things you can do. Bags and purses is a great idea. My sister loves Pokemon. She would totally buy a Pokemon purse if someone put it in front of her. But that's going to be the key with this stuff, getting in front of the right people. So on Facebook, you can target ads to people that have the Pokemon Go app on their phone. If you set a budget of maybe $5 a day, put up a nice picture of whatever you're selling, and link directly to the ability to buy it, you should make a profit. Obviously, there are no guarantees when it comes to advertising. However, it's worth a shot. It's worth a try. Another possible opportunity is eBay.com. It's not going to be quite as good as Etsy. Etsy seems to attract a very creative audience. eBay is the home of a lot of people that just want to sell stuff. So Etsy attracts more of an artsy, creative crowd, and I found that for idea generation, Etsy blows eBay out of the water. So you'll see a lot of these wristbands, Pokemon Go wristbands. However, if you really keep looking, this is brilliant. This clock here is awesome. It's done on a record, I believe, but it's just really cool looking. I mean, $40 for that, I'd pay that in a heartbeat. So look through, you can see there are t-shirts, comes with a free sticker. You can get ideas. So get your ideas on eBay and Etsy. Fiverr, maybe a few, but if you wanted or had something you could do, like drawing someone with their Pokemon, that's viable. You could totally sell on Fiverr. So those are some options to make some money using Pokemon Go with the internet.
Alright guys, this is the tutorial for the PLR source codes. Now you should have downloaded all the files, which is the feature 1 to feature 9. Okay, now what you're gonna do next will be you're gonna extract the file. Alright, you can put it in the same features. You can extract all the files as you wish. Alright, now in here, let's say if I extract this file, I'm gonna do the same thing. Alright, and feature 3. Okay, it doesn't allow me to extract all of them at the same time, so I have to do it one by one, but that's okay. Feature 4 and 5, feature 6. Okay, feature 7, feature 8, feature 9. Okay, so once I have all this file, now here's what you can do. In here we have this module number 1. Okay, now on the module number 1 you should be able to find all the files that you need, including the bonuses. Now I put this information on the 2 different format. One will be the Facebook, one will be in the Word, Microsoft Word, and the other one will be on a PDF. So now what you can do is you can open up the, let's say, Microsoft Word version in here for your modification process. So let's say in here, in this case, you can open up the Facebook training guide. Alright, now on the Facebook training guide, you can double click right here. Okay, this is the footer part. Now what you can do is you can simply change the part, like let's say click here, and you can click on the modify. You can edit the hyperlink to any modification that you want. Alright, in this case I can add PLR source code FreeBPLR, but you can modify it to your affiliate link. Alright, how do you get the affiliate link? You can go right here, which is all this information about PLR source code, JVP, and those kind of stuff. You can get all these affiliate links from here. This is what we use. Now you can also change, you can add your name as you wish anytime you want to, because this whole this file is all yours. So you can just go ahead and do just that. So you just say, let's say, you know what, I'm going to become an author here. What you can do in here will be you can change this about us from our name to your name, and then you can also change the introduction about your company as you wish. You can add more files, but this is a pretty complete files. Alright, we created from scratch, so it's not just like we do it yesterday. Okay, so this is very important. Now you can do the same thing with other files as well as you wish. Now on the other hand is, let's say you go to module number 2, there's a same file right here. You need to modify this into the PDF files, alright, as you wish. This is pretty complete version. Alright, we created this graphic at least few times before we give it to you. And the next one will be the module number 3, which is the mind map. Alright, the mind map is a pretty cool looking graphic here that we have done. You can add information. So if you go to the PowerPoint here, alright, you can add your company name, and then you can render this as a PDF as you wish. Alright, now on the feature number 4 and 5, this is your website. Your website is pretty easy to do. Let me share with you a few seconds here. Give me 1 second, okay? It's pretty easy to do. Alright, now the way I have done it completely, which is, let's say right now here, which is like pretty simple to do. Like you can insert your photo, the photo of your friends. Now this is all writing, so you can change it anytime you wish to do it. Now in here you can add your add to cart button. Now remember, you don't have to modify anything else like everybody else is doing, which is like, oh, how do I put the link book together? Because if you modify all this file here, right here, you leave it at the way it is, it's gonna automatically change it. Like, you know, the term is done, disclaimer is done, policy is done, but you need to make sure you add your company name and so on. A customer support is done, so it's just a click away. It's not that complex. Alright, like everybody thinking, oh, it's gonna be complex. It's not, because we have linked it all together. All you got to do is just modify the contact info, the policy, the term of service, and add your information and so on. Now, how do I add the information that you need to do? You can right click here and you can open with Notepad. Alright, you can open it with Notepad. It's pretty simple and straightforward. So let's say you want to change the website here. Alright, now you can find it, the file right here, which is your website. You can change it to in this case PLR source code for my company. Alright, so I can, if I want to change it over there, I click on file save and I go all the way to this demo right here. You see right here, I click on save and then it's automatically going to change it to PLR source code. So you don't really need to have a software. Alright, everybody else said, oh, you need to have the HTML editor and those kind of stuff. You don't have to. It's pretty simple and straightforward. Now, what if you want to change the add to cart button? It's very simple as well. All you got to do is you find this file right here. There's a merchant link information. Alright, you can put your PayPal information. Alright, you can put your PayPal information as you wish. Now, what if you want to change the testimonial page? Right here is the same thing. You just need to add the description. Alright, you need to add the description. So let's say if I want to add description here, thank you, Henry. Alright, thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, I can just do just that, and then file, save, and all set. You see that? So I can add whatever I want, and then there's the pictures. The picture, you can just change the image right here, and then you just do the modification by modify all the process right here. So you can add the picture. Let's say you want to put your picture, you can put henry.jpg, you can put right here. Okay, now right now the picture is going to be this one, which is insert photo, but you can do whatever it is that you are looking for. It's very simple and straightforward. Now let me go through another features right here. So 6 and 7. Now this is a PSD file. Okay, PSD file. Now right here there will be a PSD file for all this information. So let's say, you know what, I don't like this course with no information. So if you want to change the PSD file, you can just go to Photoshop, and then there'll be a course VB1.PSD, and you can change add your name by your name, John Doe. Alright, that's the way you do it. Now let's give you feature number 7, squeeze page. Now squeeze page is much easier because you don't have to do that much work either. Why? Because we have put it all together for you. All you got to do is just put an autoresponder code. Alright, so if I go to index.open with notepad, and right here, let me show it to you. Right here you can put your autoresponder code, and that's all it takes. Now in here, same thing, I have already changed everything. You don't have to worry about what about the link. You don't have to worry, you just have to change the email addresses. Everything's already done for you. Alright, including the product itself right here. So, and then feature number 8, follow-up letters. Alright, follow-up letters, they're pretty simple. You just have to take them to the sales letter, and then this is your name, full name. The sales letter will be your product, which is the, let me show you what is your product. This is your product. Alright, so you can give them the exact link for this one. That will be helping you to solve the problem. So feature number 9 will be the thank you for customers. Now this is thank you for customers. So let's say for your customer, you can take them to download your product. Of course, you got to modify this information on your own web hosting service. Alright, that will be all for now. Thank you so much for watching this video.
Alright guys, it is very important for you to understand that since the movement of the Pokemon Go itself, there are many apps that will allow people who are utilizing Pokemon Go to be able to understand what they need to do to find Pokemon, maybe the accessories, maybe the background, or whatever it is that they want to do. Okay, now I'm gonna share with you something that is unique here, which is what we call the Google Play. Alright, I'm pretty sure you can find it on your phone and so on, but we're gonna type in Pokemon Go. Alright, so once we type in Pokemon Go, right here you'll be able to find out that this is the only company that belong to the that produce the Pokemon Go itself, which is Niantic Incorporated. Alright, which is Nintendo. However, if you look at the right hand side, okay, this company, this is not Niantic Incorporated, but this is some other companies that talk about the map for Pokemon, guide for Poke Go, Poke Map, Battery Go, and guide for Pokemon, and Poke Radar, trainer kit for Poke, and all this company training for Pokemon and so on. These are not belong to Pokemon, except probably this company, the Pokemon Company International, guide for Pokemon, the Nextflow, Urban Apps, Play Game, and all these other company are pretty much like a complementary software for Pokemon Go. Alright, my point to you is you have to think in terms of the type of apps that will be complement with the Pokemon Go itself. Right now Pokemon is pretty brand new. It's only in 5 different countries, but very soon it will go through dozen countries. Alright, and in fact within the first 7 days it has reached roughly about 50 million downloads, and right now it has more than 24 million daily users, which has the highest engagement rate compared to many social networking sites. In fact, when we spoke with one of the experts on Pokemon, pretty much right now the statistic is people spend 47 minutes on Pokemon Go compared to the regular 15 minutes or 20 minutes on Snapchat or Facebook or other social networking sites. So I want you to pay attention to this. When you understand, okay, maybe we should create a complementary app that has to do with chatting with other users, where they can meet up and all these things, or maybe can connect with Facebook. This allows you to be able to grab the movement of the Pokemon Go itself for your own business. You can have this as a freemium. Freemium meaning that it is free, but in the future it's going to be paid. All right, depending on what you want to do with your business, but at least it allows you to capture a lot of leads for your business. So that's all for now, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care now, guys. All right, guys, on this video we're going to talk about how Pokemon Go is boosting a lot of business. Okay, I'm gonna stop this information itself because it's very important for you to pay attention to this about the Pokemon Go. Has helped this company, this pizza place, increase their revenue by 75%, all right, overnight. And in fact, it allows them to grow their business virally, and they don't see a slowdown in the business at all. Now, here's something that you have to understand. If your business, let me draw this for you, is what I refer to close to the Pokestop, okay, area itself. So it doesn't have to be part of the Pokestop, all right? It could be something somewhere near the Pokestop. Let's say this is the Pokestop. This is where you are, okay? This is your local business itself. Now this is the Pokestop. What you can do is you can pretty much do some sort of advertisement, all right? Do something crazy stuff such as, hey, Pokemon trainer, okay, Poke trainers get free soda if you're level number 2. If you're level number 10, get this one. If you're level number 20, if you're level number 30, get a special treatment, and those kind of stuff. All right, very important for you to start inviting them in, because we are talking about like 25 million people are using this every single day. Now, you don't want to call them like the Pokemon trainers, they are crazy, they are stupid, wasting their time and so on. Why not lure them in? Okay, because right now a lot of social networking sites, even though, let's say if we talk about Facebook itself, the engagement is great, but the problem is it still feels very lonely. Okay, very lonely. It's just like you click on the thumbs up, all right, press button, and then people like your stuff. But with this one is Pokemon Go movement is what we refer to as 4.0. What is 4.0? Is a reality engagement. People are able to meet face to face. People are able to talk with one another. People can talk with other trainers and so on. So your business should start welcoming all these trainers, because you know what? If they feel welcome, they are able to go to certain places, and chances are you're able to grow your business faster than ever. So why not start doing just that? At the same time, what you can do is, instead of trying to go against them, say, hey, if you're a Pokemon trainer, you cannot come to my place, you cannot come to my restaurant. Welcome them and give them bonuses. Tell them, like, if you're L2, you show me that you're L2, then you're gonna get free coffee or free drink along with pizza or whatever it is that you want to do. All right, very, very powerful tools. If you want to increase your business, you got to start working with the Pokemon trainers, which is they are just human being that wants to have fun, that wants to engage with other people. Maybe in your restaurant, you can start, have this Poke event or something like that. So let's say if this is the Poke stop, what you can do is, you wanna, if this guy doesn't do anything with it, bring them to your business. Tell them, like, we have this Poke event that coming up in your local area and all these things. this allows them to start engaging with you. They're going to start to say, you know what, this place is a place I want to go all the time. And by all means, this is how you are able to grow your business to the next level faster. Especially this movement is only the beginning, at the beginning stage. All right, so that's all for now, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care now, guys. Now, as you understand the power of Pokemon Go on boosting the business in the local area, here's something that you have to understand. How did they do it? Well, if you look at this information here, they say spend $10 on lure modules. Okay, this is what we refer to lure modules marketing, the power of lure modules. Let me explain to you how it works. Let's just say you are part of the Pokemon Stop. Okay, if you're part of the Pokemon Stop itself, as soon as you press a button, okay, if you press one button, and within 30 minutes, there will be a lot of Pokemon are going to be attracted to go to the area itself. That's how it works. Okay, so every single time a restaurant, let's say this restaurant is part of the Pokestop itself, as soon as they press the button, immediately all these Pokemon will start coming toward this restaurant. So just visualize this Pokemon trainer, they are searching for Pokemon, and with the system that they have, okay, which is, if you look at this very closely, it's going to start showing them where the Pokemon is going to be located and all these things and so on. And in fact, this guy in here, Mr. Syndicate, said that when you pick which restaurant you want to eat, just so you can be near a lure module, Pokemon Go. And so this restaurant next to my work already dropped a lure on their business today. It is going to be a good day. Okay. And then this guy say, my aunt Reagan, I have a job for you. The job was to create a Pokemon lure and drop it in her restaurant so that more people will come. People are stopping in the restaurant because we have a lure here for Pokemon Go. And then Pokemon Go got real things, and all these things is very important. Okay, of course you don't want to be this guy say Pokemon for paying customers only, which is not a good idea, because that's a stupid things a business owner should do. Okay, my point to you is, if you are near your place, your local business is near the lure, the Pokestop itself, it is always a good idea, even if you're just next door, or if you are right here, right at this location itself. Okay, sure enough, this guy, the Pokemon will go to this restaurant, but the effect itself is going to be, is going to be in your restaurant as well as the neighborhood in this area. So when you drop the lure, even though people are going to go to the Pokestop or whatever it is, you can tell them like, hey, listen, yeah, the Pokestop is right here, but we have this gathering, Pokestop event or gathering right here. So everybody going to be outside, everybody going to be close to here, and guess what happened? If you are more welcome than the guy right here, or maybe you sell the Pikachu clothes or sweatshirt or t-shirt during the summertime, wintertime, the or Halloween or anything like that, then chances are your business is going to start to become bigger than ever. If you spend like $10, like boom, put all these Pokemon all over the place after 5 p.m. and so on, chances are everybody going to start to go to your place. All right. And if you say maybe instead of happy hours, you can say Pokemon trainers hours or anything in that term itself. Now, if you are the owner of the Pokestop, it is a very wise idea to start putting lure, spending the money, $10 or $20 a day, trying to lure people in, and that's how you're able to build a bigger business. That's a smart idea to do. And visualize, like if you have like 50, 100, 200 people come to your place all the time, guess what happened to your business? Okay, and for the place in Queens, it's already spiked up his business by 75%. If he was supposed to make $20,000 a month and he's growing to $40,000 a month, that is a big deal for business, for any business. All right, or $35,000 a month, that is a big deal. That's like an extra $200,000 a year. All right, so just start to think a bigger way to do it instead of saying that, oh, restaurant, which is kind of boring. And sure, restaurant, maybe you can have a Pikachu stuff, a Pokemon stuff in your store and get more e-commerce stuff coming to your business. That's how you're able to build a stronger foundation for your business. All right, so that's all for now. I'll see you on the next video. Take care now, guys.
I've been putting in a ton of time researching Pokemon Go so I can make sure that you are able to take advantage of every imaginable angle and get it working for you and bringing people to your business or making you an income, whichever one you choose. I'm pretty sure we've given you the clearest possible picture. So what I want to do now is talk to you about what's coming. So it's funny, today, the day that I'm recording this video, is the last day of Comic-Con 2016. And I was just going to talk about trading and what I think is coming for the game. And an article came out within the last hour that talks about 5 big things that Niantic already stated is coming to the game. So let's start with what I found earlier, and then we'll head to what I just found. So Pokemon Go is set to receive trading in a future update, according to Niantic Labs CEO. It's kind of a core element. So what's going to happen is you're going to be able, or your customers are going to be able, to trade Pokemon with other trainers. So what's going to happen is getting together and being in the same location is going to become even more important with the game. So dropping a lure is not only going to get people the ability to pick up new Pokemon and add to their team, they can also trade them with other players. So what that means for us as business people that are looking to serve these trainers is we need to do things that push them to interact with one another. So if you haven't watched it, check out the event video. If you can organize them and give these players a way to get together with each other, talk, trade Pokemon, learn from one another, you will become deeply loved by the Pokemon trainers in your area. I promise you it will make a gigantic difference for them. One other thing in this article is that Niantic mentioned that they are going to be doing updating on a bi-weekly basis, which means every 2 weeks there will be new things. If you really want to stay on top of what's going on with Pokemon Go, you can go to alerts.google.com or google.com/alerts, and you can use that to find out what's going on with Pokemon immediately when it happens. If you really want to serve this audience and help them to the best of your ability, find the best information on Pokemon Go, whatever the developers are talking about, whatever the community is talking about, and you'll get an idea or two from what I'm about to share with you. Become their source for the latest information on Pokemon Go. If you're not personally comfortable with that, it's totally okay if it's someone on your staff or whoever handles your social media, as long as they're present at your location or available to talk to people on the web. So now let's take a look at what was announced today. So the first thing is team leaders, and they haven't said anything about what we are to expect from who they are, but Team Valor has Candela, Team Mystic has Blanche, and Team Instinct has Spark. They were ready before the game launched, but they weren't able to integrate it into the app before it launched to the public. So now they are ready, and they're starting to get ready to implement them into the game. There are gigantic new features that are being considered. In fact, in this very article, they talk about how only 10% of their original ideas are active in the game. So one thing is that more Pokemon are coming. What they did in the beginning, the first round of Pokemon, is they're from the original game from 20 years ago. They've released dozens of additional Pokemon since then. So they have tons of Pokemon that they can bring into the game that are already active. They're already available in some of the games. So they will be coming. My guess is that they'll be releasing them on something like a quarterly time frame. And when they release new Pokemon, you can expect there to be a rush of people using the game every time that happens. Again, it's a good idea to set up some Google alerts and pay attention to what's going on with the game. Niantic has said very clearly that some Easter eggs haven't been found. There's a special trick you can use to get an Eevee to evolve into the right type of Pokemon. An Eevee is a unique Pokemon that can evolve to either a fire, electric, or water type. So if you name it with a specific name, and I don't know them offhand, you can Google it if you'd like to find out the details of the trick. If you name them with the right name, they will automatically evolve into that specific version. So you can control what it will evolve into when you evolve your Pokemon. They talked about why they use AR, which is augmented reality, instead of virtual reality, and it's basically because it scares the CEO of their company. And Pokemon Go, Niantic made it very clear that they're still dealing with some fairly major bugs and server stability issues. That's bound to happen. This game was bigger than any other game in the history of mobile apps, so you can't really fault them. They've done a pretty good job of staying on top of things and keeping the app running for their users. So those are the big things that I've seen. I can promise you that augmented reality is huge for those that can figure out how to take advantage of it. The ability to put a fake world right on top of our real one is engaging in a way that no one has been able to really figure out until right now. And there's plenty that they don't know. I can promise you that a company like Niantic is going to be watching, studying their data, and figuring out new ways to not only engage their audience, but also to profit from them. And being that we're looking to do this exact same thing, pay very special attention to whatever they're doing to earn money from the game, because I'm guessing that there are going to be new additional ways for us to take advantage of things like lures and other stuff like that that they release for the game. You've just got to pay attention to it. So if I were you, I'd do a Google alert pretty much immediately. Watch what happens, watch what comes up. I would do an alert for Pokemon Go, but also the hashtag Pokemon Go. And then every day, or as often as you set it, you will get the most important information about Pokemon Go. So those are the insights that I've been able to pull from these articles, and I think that the future is bright for this game and for those of us that step on it immediately. So get to it, get on it, and get in front of those Pokemon trainers.